What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I've just got inside of a rummage sale, picking up a camera. I don't even know what camera it is, but I'm just throwing it in the bag, and we're going to try to find some things to make some money. And I don't know what this woman was doing. It's almost like she was reaching in my bag there. But we move on to the main part of the rummage sale. Got some hats up here, and I see all these vintage hats, and I've mentioned before in videos, I love to go through vintage hats. I find it very fun to look for those rare hats, and I'm throwing some in the bag there, and there's a lot. I'm sorry they're up high, so I don't have a good view with the camera. And I'll show you everything I pick up at the end of the video, but I leave this area and I look over on this table and there's a ton more hats, and unfortunately most of these hats are local business hats. But I'm going through them anyway, trying to find something good. There's a Motocraft hat, which goes in the bag. That's a pretty good one. There's that Ford hat there, which I think that was a local car dealership Ford hat, which is why I did not pick up that one. Just some of these like Ford hats and stuff like that. Chevy, just not really worth picking up unless they're special. Here's a reseller friend I have that just handed me this Pepsi vintage sweatshirt and asked me if I wanted it, and I said, sure, I'll take it, and throw that in the bag. Everything at this rummage sale was $1, so can't beat that. I've got some really, really good finds at this rummage sale in the past. I think one of my favorites was the brand new in-box TV VCR combo, which I sold for like $360. Paid $1 for that. So I'm rushing back over here to the shoes because I found some really good shoes before. Some nice Jordans. I think I got like $750 worth of shoes one year here. So I'm checking the shoes and I'm not seeing anything spectacular. Here's some Dr. Comfort shoes, and it's like, hey, you know, I've sold these before at $1 in good condition. I can make a little bit of money, you know, selling for 20, 30 bucks. So it's worth it. And I did get some, are they there? Did I already pick them up? I'm not sure. Some Jordans, some Hokas, some other stuff. I'll show you everything I found. Got some decent clothing, digging through the clothing as well. And I'm sorry if I'm moving too fast, but this is a rummage sale and it's just the nature of the environment. I'm trying to find stuff to sell. If you don't want to watch this footage, you can always just skip to the haul and watch and you see everything I picked up for the day. Since I don't show everything I'm finding in this, you know, these videos anyway, but I know a lot of people, they love to see what I'm looking at and they love to point out things I miss, because I do miss things. Some plush here. I didn't see anything that was spectacular worth picking up. And clothing. Last time I was at this sale, I think I got a bunch of vintage like racing shirts, some Budweiser shirts. It was pretty good. Here's a Tommy Hilfiger shirt. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's kind of loud, which is what a lot of people like with Tommy Hilfiger. It's got the print. I'm just like, I don't care. For $1, you know, I'll just put it in the bag. I'm not going to think about it too much. I think it's like a $20 shirt maybe. I couldn't find any real comps on it. So toys, not a whole lot of toys or board games or anything at this rummage sale, but here's some of these Radica, what is it, Solitaire or Free Sale or something, which I sell on Amazon for $1. There's one of those like kitchens, and if you're selling locally, you can get that kitchen for $1. You can definitely make some money. You could probably sell that for like 40, 50, maybe $100, depending on it. You know, if it's Little Tyke, Step 2 or something like that. There's some like play dishes back there. Wasn't really anything I wanted. You got some jackets here. I found some really good jackets at this rummage sale. No jackets today, I don't think. I got some overalls though. And some more just basic shirts. I come back over to the hats. I see this vintage snap tool hat, and I'm like, oh, there's a second one, because I thought I already put that in my bag, but when I got home there was only one, so apparently I just picked it up and put it back down. I don't know what's going on there. That was one of the hats I was like, oh, this is a good one. And yeah, unfortunately not two of them, just one. And now I'm over here checking out the Christmas section. I'm a bit late to get over here, but I'm sure everything's already gone. Anything good? I did not see anything special. So I move on. We stop in a Goodwill looking for some hats here. And I see a 49ers hat, which is why I turned on the camera. I was checking to see if there's anything else. I do see the 49ers hat and I pick it up. But just checking to see if there's anything else vintage. I didn't think this 49ers hat would be particularly great. And it was just kind of like a off-brand there. But yeah, I looked up comps, doing pretty well. There's a very crazy looking American flag eagle hat. That could have been worth something. I don't think it was old though. So I just left it. And what do we got here? Some dishes. Anything special? You just never know. Here's a face. I don't know anything about mask like that. Could be something. Who knows? It's always good to do research. It's so many times I've looked at things. And I'm like, that can't be worth money. I do a little bit of research and then I'm just shocked at the value. Here's something. I'm not sure what that was. I can't remember, but I remember seeing the price on it. It was like $19.99 or something. I'm like, I don't need that. But this Goodwill brings out a bunch of shoes, and I'm going through before they hit the shelf, digging in here, and you just never know with shoes, like what could be in here. So I already got some good shoes in the cart over there. I'll show you when I get over there, but yeah, I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I want in here. Trying to dig through the bottom and not accidentally, pull the rubber bands off and just be that guy. So I'm sure, employees just don't appreciate that. Some sandals in there, but I do end up finding some decent shoes here. Check these out. Some Irish Setter boots, some Vans shoes. Oh, what else? I got some other stuff too when I was digging in the shoes. Here's a clock, vintage 50s clock for $5. I already sold that. Sealed categories game. Not bad. Some decent stuff. Over here in the toys, what can we find today? There was a First Act guitar there. Not a, electric one, not really worth anything, even being in the box. Here's a baseball glove for $3.99. I look it up. I'm pretty sure it's a good one that I bought. Can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I got that. Some plush. Looks like, that's not Godzilla, is it? That it looked like Mecha Godzilla. I've sold some Mecha Godzillas for good money. I don't think it was. It's hard to tell in these little preview windows when I'm doing these voiceovers sometimes. Over here, I don't know what that was. You had some ink, which wasn't worth anything. A bread maker, which wasn't great. But I did get some really good items today at the Rummage Sale and at Goodwill. So I'll jump to the haul and I'll show you everything I got today. Here's my Rummage Sale and Goodwill haul. Got some good things, some good shoes, some hats. Let's just jump into the shoes. At the Rummage Sale, I got these but Dr. Comfort shoes. All shoes at the Rummage Sale were $1 a piece. The ones in the box are used. I think I just recently sold that same model for $35. I think the other I can sell for $25, $30. So for paying $1 a piece, there's some good profit in those. I think the best shoe/boot find are going to be these Irish Setter Gore-Tex hunting boots. I believe they are new. They were $5 at Goodwill, and I'll be able to sell these for, I think, at least $80. I might try to get $100 since they are kind of new without tags or very lightly worn. But very cool to find that pair. And here's another pair of boots. These are Sorel boots, and they're in pretty good condition. I'll have to give them a little bit of a wipe down. And I think I'll be able to sell those for around $40 minimum. I saw a pair new sell for $90, I think. Here's a pair of Jordans I got at the Rummage Sale for $1, and they're in pretty good condition. They got some weird amount of staining right there. Not sure how that spot got stained. I don't know if I can get it out. I believe these will sell for at least $30 though, once I clean them up a little bit. And these Air Max were also there, and they're kind of dirty, but they're better than I thought. And I didn't really look these up. At $1, I just didn't really care, right? I'll just buy them. I think these will be worth spending a little bit of time cleaning them up, because I can sell those for $30 or $40 based on some of the comps. Same with these Hoka shoes. They're in good physical condition, except the discoloring around the white, which is common. Again, I have stuff I use to clean that up. Won't be that much work. I should be able to sell those for around $40 as well. Hoka shoes. very expensive to buy new. And here's a pair of new without tags or box Vans I got at Goodwill. And I don't know how well these are going to do. I didn't find the exact ones listed on eBay anywhere, but I'm thinking at least $20, especially new like this. I'll probably try to get 30 for them. Let them stay listed for a while, see what happens. And then finally, for $1, I picked up these very good condition San Antonio Shoe Company shoes, and I think I can sell these for at minimum $30. I think I saw some selling upwards to $40 like this. So at $1, I'm very happy to grab those. So some good shoe and boot finds today. We're going to add it up. It's going to be some great profit. So it's one of those situations, and this happened to me recently at another rummage sale. I go in and I just see a bunch of vintage hats and I get excited because there's some big money in certain vintage hats. And this time I was looking and there was just a ton of hats I was going through right when I got in there. And then I look over at a table and there's just as many on a table. Unfortunately, again, there's nothing like super great in here, right? The only sports hat was this Logo Athletics Pro Line hat, the Buffalo Bills, and I wasn't even that excited to find it because I recently found a Green Bay Packer exact same design Logo Athletics hat. I was talking about how disappointing, the value was on eBay compared to some other Logo Athletic hats. And this is the same, I can probably sell it for $20, maybe $25 max. Vintage cat hat, is probably $15. This is a cool hat, and this might be the best hat in the lot. This is a vintage snap-on hat. I didn't see any sold comps, but there's a couple listed for around $50, $60. So I'm hoping I can get at least $40 for that. And you got some of these like farm hats, and a lot of these hats were just local company hats, vintage hats, which are just not good to pick up. Here's a Farmall hat, maybe $15. Motocraft Racing, if this was like one of the 3-stripe ones, would be better. I still think this might be a $20, maybe $25 hat. Nissan, I don't even know. International Harvester, another farming hat. I picked up a couple of these. They had a few. I didn't know how, valuable they'd be. The Auto Valve parts store. I thought, this is kind of a cool vintage hat. No, nobody's really buying them. Here's a fishing hat, Hooked on Fishing. I think will probably sell for $15, $20. And I also bought, I think, a couple of these Farm and Country hats, which I don't think is going to be good money. You got the STP, another farming hat. And here's the other Auto Value. I keep wanting to say Auto Valve. Here's a Mexico Beach, Florida destination hat. This will probably sell for $15, $20. And some sort of Fastener Corporation hat. Now, I think collectively is going to be some good profit. I'll have to kind of add it up and estimate it. Some of these hats, like the Auto Valve parts store, I'm just not even going to list because, they're probably going to either sit forever or never sell or sell for very little. I put hats like that in this big tote, and eventually I'll just sell all the vintage hats at once at one price. Still, though, I think it's some good profit in the hats, and it's just unfortunate, if these would have been like sport specialty hats, more Logo Athletic, more Pro Line, just 90s, had different print, that amount of hats could be worth literally thousands of dollars. But not today. So I got this vintage 50s Spartus clock at Goodwill. It came out on a cart. It was $4.99. I wasn't going to buy it because it has, I don't know if you can see, has some like kind of scrapes on there. It's really not bad. I plugged it in though before I bought it and it was working, and I'm like, all right, I'll buy it now. The only one I could find online was priced $40 and it hadn't sold. I picked up a white one at a Goodwill or a garage sale recently, kind of like this, not exactly. It was in very good condition. I paid 50 cents for it. It sold for $20. It sold very quickly. So at $5, I'm probably going to price this like $30. I think it will sell at some time. It's got that nice look that people are looking for kitchens and stuff. Got some clothing items here. All these were $1. Got the Pepsi sweatshirt. I think I can sell that for maybe upwards to $30. I did see one sell for $30. Here's this Tommy Hilfiger shirt. At $1, I just picked it up. I didn't know what it was going to be worth. I still don't really know. I didn't see any exactly like it. I'm assuming at least $20, but I don't know how old it is. Some of these like larger print, crazy Tommy Hilfiger stuff could be pretty good money. And these are great. These are Liberty overalls. Here's a Realtree one. These are in good condition. Some of these real trees can sell up to $70. I think this pair is more like probably $40, $45. Then we got just the basic overalls here. These were anywhere from $25 to $40 as well. Some of these, like the striped ones and some of the older ones, can go in the hundreds. I actually have probably 4 or 5 pairs I picked up this year. I think I'm just going to lot them all together, at least the same sized ones together. Kind of a good bread and butter item, especially at $1. I mean, you can't beat that. So this stack of clothing, I'm going to make some great profit on it. Here is this categories game, brand new sealed. It's vintage 88, and I've sold these before on eBay. $20 plus shipping. It will sell at some point. Very easy to list and ship and all that. So at $3.99, it's worth my time. Here's some more Rummage Sale finds. I got a couple of these Radica solitaires, which sell for about $40 used on Amazon. Also got a Radica tic-tac-toe. I've never sold one before. It doesn't look like it's really on Amazon, so I just kind of grabbed it in the rush of things. Might be able to sell it for like $10 on eBay or something. Then I grabbed a camera. This I thought was going to be better than it was. This is an Olympus 35mm camera. Not one of the better models. I'll still be able to sell it for $20. Again, I paid $1 for it, so good profit in it. Then we got a Panasonic VCR. No remote, but still should be able to sell for $40 plus shipping and without seeing some of the comps for, so you can't beat it. Hopefully it works. And then finally in Goodwill, I decided to buy all of these Nightmare Before Christmas. I believe they're all women's like knee-high socks. You see that the Goodwill had them $3 and all Halloween stuff was 50% off. So I got these for $1.50 a piece. I saw different ones, some selling on eBay for like $10. Free shipping, so no big profits. I'll probably do lots where I lot like 3 different styles together, same size, etc., and do that. And as long as I'm making $10 per lot, I think it's going to be worth my time and effort. And I'd say I'd make at least $50 there, maybe more. I'll just have to see what everything's selling for, but yeah, why not? There it is, everybody. That is my haul for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do appreciate you watching. If you can hit that like button for me before you leave, I'd really appreciate it more. Make sure you're subscribed. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. This has been Wick. Till next time.